Thank you.
I have to admit that I have not been familiar with the Americans Elect Party. Perhaps John could just start a little bit and talk about that.
Americans Elect Party, that's an abandoned ballot. I jumped on it. I'm an independent constitutionalist, carried everywhere. That's the Constitution, by the way. It's an abandoned party. I saw the opportunity because I am in a very good position to help the state with the industry that's behind me that wants to move into the state, but has been blocked for the last 25 years. So that's where I stand with Americans Elect. It doesn't exist as a party. It's me. So there we go.
Okay. Well, then tell us a little bit about this industry that you want to bring.
This industry, well, over the past 25 years, I've been scouting the state. I've been everywhere, looking for the right areas with the right climate, the right water supplies, the right infrastructure. Most of it doesn't exist. You know, Arizona's a pretty vast state. I know what needs to go, where it needs to go, and I have the investors that want to put it there. It's a vast group of people, from Hollywood to New York. Quite a few people. We're talking aerospace. In fact, we are looking at creating a new city just to house a certain aircraft that we want to pull out of Long Beach, California. We've got a motorsports facility, the largest in the world, that's been knocking on Arizona's doors, but it's been refused because of the partisan bickering. We have the entertainment industry. It's a $3 trillion a year industry, and they want desperately to get back into Arizona to recreate the film office. And I have a very detailed series of plans to make this happen. It's on my website, free, by the way.
Does any of these plans involve this region? Any locations? Any kind?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, we were looking at Twin Arrows for a theme park, but now the tribe built a casino across the way. So now Two Guns is another location. I know it's down the road a ways. We've got the motorsports facility, which is on Interstate 40. I can't tell you exactly where because the property rates will go through the roof. But that's an entire city in itself. And in fact, although I don't like to admit it, the Department of Energy wanted to get along with me, a civilian, and be part of that. I don't like the Department of Energy because of Solyndra and various issues that they've been through. But that's Northern Arizona. In fact, a group right now wants to run industrial hemp along the 89A from the Glen Canyon Dam down 89A, cutting across to the Hopi tribal land. They will grow this hemp. They'll run water lines from the Glen Canyon Dam. I don't know if you're aware of this, but it is being filled up with silt right now. It won't be an active dam in another 5-10 years. I know it's a spread, but you know they're doing a little dredging here and there. Right now, we can use that soil to grow these trees, hemp and melaleuca trees. That will actually replace the coal in the Navajo power plant, strangely. But this company wants to grow the hemp, let the Navajo and the Hopi grow it themselves, and they'll buy it from them. And then they'll turn it into the huge amount of industries, various industries. The rubbers, the plastics, the automobile bodies, everything that fiberglass can do or rubber can do, hemp oils can do.
And what is the impediment to bringing this off?
Politics.
What kind of politics? Go ahead.
Dirty politics, the only thing we've seen for the past 102 years. It's all pay to play, and these people don't want to do the pay to play. They don't want to grease the palm of somebody. They don't want to, they're sick of it. There's a song that I was telling someone I liked, and they made a little video for me. You can find it on YouTube. Just search J.L. Mealer. It's kind of funny. It's it's an old Mac Davis song, same old song and dance. One of the lines in there is, "We're sick and tired of being sick and tired of you." In fact, I just heard Mayor Smith mention that, and it reminded me. Did you see the video? It's kind of funny. It's really scattered, but I introduce it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of politics. The state can't handle it for another 4 years, especially not another 102 years. We're rock bottom. Education is what, 48th? We only have 50 states. 48th is pretty low. We shouldn't be there. We should be up in the top 10, and I believe I can put us in the top 10. You know, I've got everything covered, everything detailed down to the dollar. No other candidate has a plan detailed down to the dollar. I do.
Would you need help from, say, a state government agency like the Commerce Authority or others?
Commerce Authority, my good old friends there, not. They've been the industry, or the agency that's been refusing most of the industries that want to come into the state. What they'll do is they'll make a deal to allow GM, for instance, to train their people for $2,000 a year, tax write-off. Okay, that hurts Arizona. That doesn't help Arizona. We don't make that $2,000 back, not for another 10, 15 years. So Commerce Authority actually needs to be disbanded, in my opinion.
As governor, you would need to govern in more than just these ways. Do you have any kind of experience on government committees or other kinds of panels or research studies?
I can proudly say no.
Okay.
If I did, that means I would have taken an oath of office, and then I would have violated that oath of office. Excuse me for the microphone here. But you figure every elected official, every attorney takes that oath of office. They'll defend the Constitution. They're not talking about, amendments 11 through 26, 27. They're talking about the Bill of Rights. Yet there's laws that exist that violate the Bill of Rights. There's no elected official or anyone that's taken that oath that has clean hands. They've violated their oath of office, some of them multiple times. First 10 words of the Bill of Rights: Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. Yet they keep on discussing and talking about, hey, is it okay for 2 men to get married or 2 women to get married? Congress cannot make a law respecting an establishment of religion, period. Yet they're still talking about it. That's a violation of the Bill of Rights. That's fraud. So let's go back to the question. I'm sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent, but it really upsets me. But I have not taken that oath. I have not been elected to office.
Okay.
Thank God.
It does raise the question, I guess, of how you would put together this platform almost by yourself, I guess. Do you have a sense of reaching out, building a coalition, where this would come from?
Bill of Rights, Constitution. We have limitations. Everybody has gone beyond the limitations. Everyone elected to office, that is. This is microphone. It's following the law. It's doing what's right. It's not doing what's politically expedient. It's not the GOP one-upping the Democrats or vice versa. It's doing the right thing, treating people the right way. It's not about playing games and trying to build a career on politics. So there's my coalition.
The industrial hemp proposal, at least in the I-40 corridor, would require permissions. It would require water, you say. It would require probably some kind of transportation corridor easements. How would you put that together?
Well, these industries that I've been working with and individuals, they have very detailed scopes of what they want to do. I don't believe there's any county or the cities that are involved nearby would have a problem with increasing their economy. It'd be pretty much do what's right, no heavy impact on the land, which is another major thing that I've been researching, the impact on the land. It's all right there. There's really no question to ask. You're not going to go ask a GOP member, hey, is it okay if we help the state? And then he'll say, wait, does the Democrat want to help the state? Yeah, the Democrat does. Well, then I don't want to. It's common sense. They both really want to, and especially when you remind them that they violated their oath of office. And as governor, you can charge them with fraud, amongst other things. I think that would kind of put people in line to do the right thing again, and that's what I would like to do.
How much water would this entail? I think most of us up here would say attraction of industry needs to be aware of a water use, perhaps less intensive. This sounds like a fairly intensive water use.
Exactly. Well, hemp itself uses very little water. It uses a third of what cotton uses and produces 10 times the amount of fiber, which is pretty good. The Melaleuca tree use a little more water, but that's also a replacement for the coal that we're about ready to lose an entire power plant. In fact, the Glen Canyon Dam, if we lose that, that's a lot of money we make from other states selling them power. The water trade-off, there's really no trade-off. Currently, the Navajo don't have water. It's been poisoned by the uranium mines. They're importing water. That's not a good thing. This would be a good supply of water from the Glen Canyon Dam. And it's water that's going to be going to waste anyway in another 5 years if we don't dredge that dam out. Everything has been looked at, I would like to say through a microscope, but it's more like a magnifying glass probably, as far as the amount of water, the amount of infrastructure that will be required to get this done.
And would you raise the money privately, or do you have need of any kind of authority bonds here?
It's all private money. And then there's the 3P, the public-private partnerships, which I could see that being a bonus for the state. But right now, it's all private, and these people have money, they want to spend it in Arizona, but they're sick of the bickering, like I said, the one-upping each other with the Democrats and Republicans. I'm sick of it. I don't like it. I'm sure no one else likes the idea that the Democrats want to fight the Republicans, and then they want to fight back and forth, and nothing gets done, and now our education system is in the toilet. Owner-occupied homes, we're 46, I believe? That's not right. This is Arizona. We're supposed to be up at the top. At least I believe so. I'm born and raised here, so I like to think of my state as the best.
Would this entail creating jobs and also, I would assume, tax revenues? You talk about education being at the bottom. Would that allow you to redirect some of these government spending then?
Yes. What needs to be done, I believe, is Arizona, we take our school system, we pay for it through land taxes or property tax. Okay, we can kill the personal property tax because most people write it off anyway and don't pay for it in the income tax, and it dies as it is, and nothing gets to the schools anyway. It's spent in whatever the Democrats and Republicans fight over. What we need to do is take state land, some of the federal reserved land, which is really not federally owned because they can't own it by law, right here. We take that land, and in certain cases, I'm not talking the Grand Canyon or nicer areas, but we put it into large tracts of land and we lease it out to these industries. Now it's taxable property. Now the schools are funded. I started out this campaign with an easy $100 billion worth of new industry. Okay, now the hemp industry is knocking on the door. That's a $3 trillion industry along with the entertainment industry. This is huge stuff, and hearing the 9.6 in taxes, I believe is what I heard. Even if we taxed all that cash flow at 5%, and nothing else, that would more than pay for the state. We could fund the monorail system. We could fund quite a few things. The industries that I've been talking with would like to do, as one of the other candidates mentioned, help the education system itself by training, on-the-job training. And that goes into the entertainment industry all the way down to the aircraft manufacturing. We up here are in fairly small towns, not a whole lot of really big industry, and yet this sounds like something that would have a fairly large impact in terms of housing needs, all kinds of investments. Where would that come from? Well, this is, once the money starts pouring into Arizona, everyone will want a piece. Everyone's going to say, hey, this has never happened in Arizona or in the country before. We finally put somebody that follows the Constitution into power, and he has industry behind him. He has ideas. He's not pandering to the right or the left. He's doing the right thing. The money will come in. I have Hollywood people that I don't know and I never really thought I would talk to contacting me to fund these things. Of course, we should get some of the sports teams. They make more money than most of the Hollywood people, but the money is there. It's not a state issue. It's an investment issue. And the smaller towns that are going to adopt various things as far as whatever they want to do with the hemp, the oils, in fact the cannabis, legalizing or decriminalizing cannabis and using that as a biomedical research will boost Arizona through the roof alone. You throw in the hemp industry and we're at number one, and that's just growth right there. Then you figure you have to have the cook, the candlestick maker, the dishwasher, whatever that saying is. For every little area, for every new industry, we need everything else to come into play.
And with the 30 seconds here, when will you tell us more details about this?
I have a very detailed document on my website. It's a freebie download. I don't mince words. I state exactly what it is, and everything is backed by the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and no, I have not violated that, and I have clean hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much.